The air in Mbale City yesterday was thick with pride and history as the Semeika Kakungulu Museum celebrated a significant double milestone. It marked exactly 1 year since its official opening on November 28, 2024, and simultaneously honored the enduring legacy of its namesake, marking 97 years since Semeika Kongu passed away on November 24, 1928.
Includes the Semeika Kakungulu house, which was being affected by water runoffs, the flooding, the temperatures, and it was affecting this house that is more than 100 years old. So as the
local government officials, esteemed cultural leaders, and community members gathered to commemorate the institution, which stands as a powerful testament to Uganda's rich cultural heritage and its crucial connection to environmental conservation.
As we were doing this work, we found that with climate change that is happening, a number of our historical sites and buildings are getting affected.
The museum itself is a fruit of collaborative effort established through a partnership between the Cross-Cultural Foundation of Uganda, the Semeika Kongu Family Foundation, Mbale City Council, and the International National Trust Organization, with vital support from the British Council's Cultural Protection Fund.
We've also continued building on partnerships. Today wouldn't have been possible without the participation of a number of people. And with this, we request to extend our sincere thanks to the Umukuka. We want to thank the family. Maybe I'll thank you more later. Let me first skip you. We would also want to thank NFA.
Barbara Muthambi, the executive director of the CCFU, spoke passionately about the museum's core mission, emphasizing its dedicated focus on environmental conservation and its active role in promoting cultural awareness in the region.
So we set up a museum as a center for learning. And this museum sparkles debate among the people who visit it. What is climate change? How does it affect us? How does it affect our heritage? How does it affect our heritage sites?
She highlighted how the exhibits meticulously detail Kakungulu's life, showcasing his contribution not only to the region, education and culture, but especially to the environment. Kakungulu was renowned for his dedication to planting trees, particularly the strong muvule, and for promoting sustainable practices long before it became a global trend. Beyond its historical and cultural value, the museum has already brought tangible benefits to the area, resulting in improved infrastructure, including better access roads and electrification, and the creation of valuable local jobs.
When you go to Nabumali, there is a home, the place gazetted known as Mpumude. There is a house that was built by Kakungulu in 1915.
The celebration provided a platform for the national and cultural reflections. Honorable James Magodi Ikuya, the Minister of State for East African Community Affairs, delivered a profound message asserting that our history is an important liberation process.
Because that's what the Europeans wanted. Delink African from Africa. And even delink us from spaces. That's why they created Uganda, Kenya, well, even delink us, even in terms of space. That's why we are now creating East Africa, to relink Africa to Africans.
He urged Africans to never forget this truth, emphasizing the need to restore the vital connections to their economies, their food, their manners that the European colonization sought to sever.
Our history is an important liberation process. And I want us always as Africans to keep this in mind. That we shall never be Africans if we do not restore the links that we used to have with both our countries, our economies, the things we eat, how we eat, the manners we do.
Echoing the theme of environmental stewardship, Umukuka, His Highness Jude Mike Muduma, hailed Kakungulu as a true visionary environmentalist who spearheaded a movement that saw over 10 million indigenous trees, including muvule and mahogany, planted across eastern and northern Uganda.
Kakungulu was also a visionary environmentalist who led a movement to plant over 10 million indigenous trees, including the muvule and the mahogany, across eastern and northern Uganda.
He credited Kakungulu with introducing the practice of avenue tree planting, which beautified road networks and reinforced ecological balance, and the legacy that continues to inspire the current generation.
Introduced avenue tree planting, which my mayor has just mentioned in Mbale and all over Uganda, beautifying roads network and reinforcing ecological balance. His environmental efforts have inspired future generations.
However, the Umukuka also introduced a compelling call for justice, advising the Kakungulu family that the museum's richness depended on documenting realities. He stated that the Vamasaba sought not a rage, but wholeness and justice.
I am not quarreling, but I am telling you that these are very important things. If you want to enrich our museum, these realities must be documented. Now, what we demand as Vamasaba is not a revenge. It is a honest and justice. Today, as I call for the following: full acknowledgement that the 20 square mile estate was colonial ward and not traditional acquisition. And nobody is going to chase out from that. But I just want you to acknowledge that. Inclusive history, that the museum program should incorporate Vamasaba perspective, the displacement, the coercion, the resistance, and the cultural disruption that occurred. 3, land justice. The government and stakeholders work towards a fair solution for families living on Kakungulu lands, including proper titling and recognition of ancestral occupation.
Ultimately, the Semeika Kakungulu Museum is already proving its worth as a center of culture and commerce. Since its launch, it has significantly boosted tourism in Mbale City, welcoming over 2,000 visitors. Guests can explore the museum's 4 distinct heritage zones, which offer an immersive experience, beautifully blending history, nature and beauty. For City Post TV, Nabonga Asilamu and Benjamin Kulo.
Amina.